Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. And now I'm going to be honest here, I am not caught up with National Novel Writing Month. That's a problem, but I'll get to it later. Getting behind like this is actually common for me. I can deal with it, but Yuri's event is almost over, so I have to do this now, or, not. And because I had to stop recording at a specific time, I promised. But this isn't a high enough level. I almost called Yuri someone else. Well, it at least makes more sense than what left my mouth earlier. Seriously, what was I on? Although, to be fair, that was that one duel that I lost against Jesse, and now looking at him is awkward. You might be like, why is it awkward to look at him, and why do you want a raid event that involves him on any level if you just feel awkward? I'm not going to answer that. I don't have to. And I don't have to explain why looking at him makes me feel awkward either. I don't even have to explain what he said. Listen, I don't have to do anything. Alright, it's Yuri's turn. Yuri, if you do anything too stupid, I will get mad. You don't want me to be mad, do you? I don't think anyone wants me to be mad, not even you. Not even you. I think I could terrify you. I think I could really scare you. And I do realize it's hard to do that. You might be skeptical. You might wonder why I would make such an absurd claim. But you don't know me very well, do you? You see, I did compare myself to you, Belle, once. And I do stand by it. You, Belle, and I have a disturbing amount of things in common. Yes, I know, it is very cursed. But, I mean, what's more cursed is the fact I don't need nearly as much shit to be just that bad. I mean, Yubel was influenced by a force of evil to become that bad. Meanwhile, I don't need evil anything to become that bad. I could become that bad within my lifetime if humanity chose to drive me down that path. Humanity, please don't. Oh, and by the way, guys, stay blue. That's right. If you want me to stay sane, stay blue. Oh God, I do realize that sounded very cringe to some people, but I really don't care. Seriously. I thought it was fun. And that's probably the only time I'm actually going to say that, and it's not from Blue Angel. Although she did say it, so there is that. I cannot fusion grab anything. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I don't think I've got... Oh yeah, I took Super Polymer... Why Super Polymerization again? I just took Super... How was I gonna say it a third... Oh my god, I was gonna say it a second time. Okay, listen. I just took normal polymerization out of my deck. Not Super Polymerization. Really. Alright, now I can continue... And because I benefit from Yuri's strategy just a bit. Not by much, especially if he uses something instead of me. But we're not going to discuss that with him at this level, are we? Because he's not really that powerful at this level. You want to fight me on this one? Yuri? I almost called you Vector. But that makes a lot more sense compared to Jesse or even Nazar. Oh wait, I don't think I even said that I almost called you Nazar. Well, that's cursed. Actually, maybe I did say it and I forgot, which would be even more cursed than saying it. Alright, well, calling you Vector, well, the comparison makes a little bit of sense. You guys do have similar personalities. The only real difference is I think you're like this normally. I don't think anyone fucked you up to become like this. Well, something did, clearly, but it wasn't someone else. Well, okay, I guess the professor didn't change anything, but his actions didn't directly influence you to becoming like this. He just took advantage of you being like this for his own reasons, and you know what? That was messed up, but you also don't seem to hold that against him, so I'm not really going to criticize his actions in that regard. You may be like, what are you even on about? Oh, did you watch Arc 5? I don't know if you did, my bad. But it really doesn't mean much when I'm also throwing shade only because I read spoilers. Anyway, Vector still did all of that shit, and that doesn't end whatever put him through. Whatever he experienced to turn into that doesn't excuse what he did, but I still would have let him die. Oh yeah, I would have let him die. You know, even if, if I was 13, I would have let him die. Yes, if I was Yuma's age, I would have let Vector die. Maybe like, those are some big words. You were never in that situation. Oh, it is some big words, and I was a very fucked up child. Do you want to know what I was like at 13? Oh, I don't think anyone does. You may think that you would be fine with that because you don't think I'm that bad, but you're wrong. You are very wrong. But I'm not going to elaborate on what that means. Okay, I deserve to have those cards sent to the graveyard. I deserve that. Alright, can we move on? Okay, alright, guys, I'm going to attack it. And you know what will happen when I do? My cards will go to the graveyard. Except for one of them. I've got a counter I can use to save my hide. Yes, but I only had to do it with one of them. I don't need to do it with both. Oh, actually, Junk Synchron is fine. Okay, that's cool. It does mean he can still be attacked, though, by anything in attack position. Does Yuri have anything in attack position that he would be okay using at this point? Would he really take out Junk Synchron? I mean, would he? Really? I mean, surely he wouldn't, right? It seems like a pretty stupid decision. I know I make plenty of those, but I do recognize them as stupid. I recognize a lot of them as being very, very stupid. Okay, now hold on a second while I... Okay, right. I excavate. It's turn 8, so I hope that I can just go all out on the last turn. But that doesn't mean that Yuri can't use that action card. I swear, if you use it, I will be mad. Although I have to be mad reasonably. I can't just be mad and be too loud. Although I did talk about how loud I am to some people. And I'm just like, yeah. Someone criticizing me for being loud when a certain someone is worse. That's hilarious. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. It's just rich knowing knowing exactly who I'm hearing it from. But yes, I am very loud. Does anyone want to... does anyone want to revisit why? I don't think anyone does. Moving on. I still have Dark Rebellion in my extra deck, because I couldn't figure out a reason to take him out. I might do that, but I also haven't decided if I have to. I mean, is it really worth it? Yes. Yes, it probably is, but anyway. You're going down! That's right. I almost called Yuri Spectre. Well, I'm not going to apologize for doing that. Spectre and Yuri have sort of similar personalities. I would say Spectre is worse, but Yuri is still pretty bad. I'm just gonna be honest. You may be like, Spectre is worse? Yes. You might be wondering what logic I'm going to use to defend myself in that claim. Oh. You want to know my answer? Actually, I wonder if it even can be defended. Can it be defended? I mean, Spectre has done some shit, but Yuri also did a bunch of shit because of... That's not a high enough level either. Are you trying to piss me off, Yuri? Don't do it. Pissing me off is a bad idea. Don't do it. You'll go down. Well, I mean, I know I want you to go down anyway, but I really need you to come out at the high levels. No, this isn't high enough. I can only record a certain amount of videos after this. Come on. Why are you spawning like this? Are you having fun doing this to me? Are you really having fun like this? Or don't you want to flex on me by having the maximum amount of life points you can? Just show up at level 5,000 and have the maximum amount of life points you're allowed to have, and conveniently don't do what I don't want you doing. That's right. It's still flexing because you've got the maximum amount of life points you can have. And you're also at the highest level, which is supposed to be our best. And you haven't spawned at your best. You haven't done that. You've gotten close, but close is still not it. You think you're bringing your best, but where is the level 1? What is the level 5,000 spawns? Where are those? Because I have not seen them. And you're very suspicious. I mean, you would think you'd show them to me. Considering you want someone to be all... You want someone to back up their talk? But why don't you do the same? You say you're giving it your best, but you're not. Because I know you're not. I've seen other raid bosses, and this isn't your best. Seriously, bro. I think even Spectre was able to spawn at his best. You want to do better than Spectre, right? You want to defend your claim that you are at... Wait a minute. Defend... Oh, dude, I'm the one that said it, not him. He doesn't have to defend anything. Not really. Unless he wants to defend that he'll give it his best, instead of showing up at less than his best. And you may be wondering how he can be at his best, but I don't want him doing anything I don't want him doing. Well, you want to know my answer to that? I dominate the field. I make it so he doesn't want to summon something that will very obviously end in his utter demise. I make it quite clear that I'm better than he is. I make it quite clear that we know I can do better. And him at his best, he can't win. Although a player using his cards is an entirely different story. And yes, I know Konami could make him harder, but that would mean less players can win. And they need to make the event somewhat achievable so not many players will rage at them. Because this is the kind of community that will rage bait. And also just get pissed over pretty much anything, really. And you may be like, you're one to talk as someone that just talked about being pissed. Oh, right. Well, I never said I was an exception. I mean, seriously. I do get pissed pretty easily, but it's rage that you have to actually worry about. And when I fill out those surveys, no anger, really. I just want this, I want that, I'm a bit salty, but my salt isn't directed at them. It's just, I'm going to say what I want, because they're asking. And they're asking what I want to see in a future event, so I'm going to be honest. And I can't elaborate too much because there's a character limit. So I might as well prioritize what I want the most, right? I might as well. There is a character limit. Anyway, I said I want to see Vetrix in the game. So I hope I'm right and he will eventually get in. Although I think he's major enough to make it. I don't think he'll get the treatment that Misty has so far. Which, by the way, I'm not over that. You may think that I should get over it and move on, but no. No. It has been 3 years and the answer is no. I don't move on easily. It'll be 5 years and I will probably still be bitching. And 7, still bitching. 8, still bitching. 9, maybe I can finally stop bitching. But seriously, we really have to entertain the idea that the game would be alive long enough for me to bitch about something for 8 years. Really? Really? Sure. We'll entertain the idea that joke will make any sense. But, I mean, we know I'm probably exaggerating just a bit. But, you know, I may not want to do something, but that doesn't mean that I won't go and do it. I mean, I can still be honest in the surveys. Even though I know I'm talking to the void. But talking to the void, sometimes it can respond. You may be like, what the fuck? It's a Vanguard reference. Oh my god. Anyway, I see you're losing life points, but are you going to do something you shouldn't? Are you? Are you, Yuri? Dude, with all these names in my head I keep accidentally calling, you may think that I seriously want to do other boss events. Rated boss events, I'm not. However, Vector has not been confirmed to be a raid boss. Neither has Zark for that matter, but I mean, Konami made both Quattro and Quitten into raid bosses, so I'm sure Zark is fine as a raid boss. I'm sure I can make it more entertaining than the anime did. You can thank me later, Yuya. Yeah, that's right. Although I don't really think he'll be thanking me for anything. Okay, it's time to continue, and it's time to begin. Okay. First, which card do I think would do the least amount of damage? Okay, let me see. I think my other cards can attack and everything will be fine. Okay, I'm attacking with Stardust Dragon. Okay, and now it's time for the worst. Are you ready for this? And you lose. Now, I don't think you lost well enough, so I'm going to have to duel you again. I hope that's alright with you, Yuri, because you need more you need more life points than that. You really do not understand. It's just not good enough. Come on. You need to do better. You need to do better. Really? This is what you've got? This is what you're giving me? Oh, I'm so offended. You may be wondering if I'm actually offended, and the answer is in fact yes. You keep saying you're going to give it your best, but where is it? You're not level 5000, are you? I don't think so. And you might be wondering how you can do your best without starving Venom on the field, and I'm just going to tell you this. Do you want to mess with Shooting Star Dragon? I don't think so. I mean, so many other people have done that, and it ended in their defeat. I mean, there were definitely reasons that this was the case, and they did more than you and much worse than you, but you still did some shit, and you still have to be stopped, because I don't trust you, and no one else should. By the way, I still don't remember who said that they were going to trust you. I think it was you, Zoo. But I don't actually mean that trusting you makes them a dumbass. I would never call anyone a dumbass just for trusting you. Because, you know, you seem a bit bored. And how dare I question the mind of the bored? How dare I? I mean, honestly, we know what happens to people that make me bored. We know. But you do realize that I would be having way more fun if Yubel was the raid boss. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Yuri. You're just not Yubel. So, you're not as fun. You may be wondering what the hell that even means, but... should I really tell you, Yuri? Should I? I don't know if you really want to hear this. But you seem like you're into some weird shit. So, I'm sure you would survive if I said it. But still, that doesn't mean I should say it. It may be true, but that doesn't mean I say it. You know... Meanwhile, with you, Belle, I can say it because it's freaking obvious. I mean, they don't even bother to hide it. Not even this game, they're very obsessed with pain. Although you might argue that I am also obsessed with pain. And I'm just going to be honest with all of you. When you're always in pain, of course we're going to talk about it and be obsessed with it. I'm always in pain, and you may be like, is that something you should confess to? Should I not confess the truth? Should I not say something that's true? And just because it's true, I shouldn't say... And dude, do you really think that I should stop talking about my pain? Just because a few people on the internet might think it's a bit much. And bro, the amount of pain I've been through isn't even 0.5% of what you Belle went through. So, I think I'm going to be just fine. At least I haven't suffered as much as you Belle. As though that makes anything alright. But it's true. It's true, they've been through worse. As if that makes what I've been through any less fucked up. Well, true, but... I mean... Yeah, I know, I get it, I understand, but still. It is... I mean, Yubel's backstory is more fucked up. And it made me more squeamish than even my own dark backstory. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm squeamish and I can admit that I don't give a shit what happened to Merrick's father, but I was still kind of squeamish just reading what Yummy Merrick did to him. Even though he absolutely deserved it. And it was implied that he was about to murder Odeon. Even then, I'm just like, ugh, damn. But you may be wondering how on earth I was able to become obsessed with Yummy Merrick, and I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm obsessed with you, Belle, so don't ask any weird questions. Especially when I'm not even sure what the answer to my last weird question is. I don't know how I became obsessed with Yummy Merrick, okay? I don't know. My brain doesn't tell me this information. It won't even tell me how I became obsessed with you, Belle. But I think that makes more sense. You may be like, how? How? I said I have a lot in common with you, Belle. I compared myself to you, Belle. As opposed to, say, Yummy Merrick, who I didn't compare myself to. For any reason, because that'd be kind of weird. And also, you Belle got better. I mean, we don't know how much better, but it's implied they got better by a lot. Oh god, oh shit, you... How dare you? How dare you do this? And I do know that I was kind of asking for it, but... How dare you? Anyway, pendulum cards do not go to the graveyard. So if I see it there, I'm gonna ask some questions. Yeah, screw you. Yeah, screw you, Yuri. Screw your monster. I can destroy it. I did negate its effect in the graveyard because I could. And now, do you want to mess with me? I don't think that's a wise idea. And you did say to someone that if they won, you would beg for mercy all they like. So on behalf of that person, if I win, you have to beg for mercy however I like. Yes, that's right. And now, who said this? I mean, who wants him begging for mercy? Because I have to know. You might be wondering why this video is so long. Well, I'm going to be honest with all of you. And that's because Yuri showed up as a raid boss. And also, I just had to duel, man. Why do I have to stop recording just because of a video that's a bit long? It won't be as long as some of my older... It won't be as long as some of my older videos, honestly. Some of my other videos are much longer than this one. And this video is going to be over as soon as this duel ends. Alright, I might have time to come back if I can get another high level card to spawn. And especially if he also spawns at a high level if I were to use currency. And because I can still do that. It's just, is there really much to be impressed with if I do? Okay, well, I think that if I were to get what I want, that would be the best ideal situation. But I do realize how late it is. Now you may wonder if I feel bad because I'm a bit loud at night. Well, I don't want to be too loud. And that's the thing, I don't want to be too loud because some people are trying to sleep in this house. But there are many reasons I could say that. Honestly. Dude, you still have life points? That's illegal. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. I'm going to see if I get to record another one and then come back if so. Otherwise, I will come back to cover the ending cutscene tomorrow. And then I'm going to pray to the Crimson Dragon. Because I sure as hell don't pray to God.